Okay, good morning, students. Now we are going to focus on next part, that is a broad classification of the materials. So, what are the different kinds of material we are going to utilize? They are that are classified as we can see here. The first classification, that is based on natural, then finishing, then special. Okay, then recycled material and the artificial material. So there are different types like natural material, artificial material, finishing, then special type of material and the recycled material. So basically the construction material subject is based on this five chapter. That is first chapter is second chapter is based on natural materials, then second is on artificial material, then finishing material, recycled and the special materials. So in natural material there are five types of material, that are basically stone, timber, bitumen, lime and the soil. So these are the naturally available material. Okay, they are not casted or manufactured in the industries. That's why it is called as a natural materials. So which include stone, timber, bitumen, lime and the soil. Then next, that is recycled material. Okay, in recycled material, as we know that some of the material can be easily recycled like a plastic waste. Okay, then steel or the iron waste, that can be easily recycled one. Okay, so that's why it is called as recycled material. Even though bricks can be easily recycled because they that are manufactured by using the soil, clay. That's why. So recycled material includes the rice husk, then bagasse, then coir fiber, then straws, coconut tree trunk, then areca nut tree trunk, then plastic waste, polymer waste, rubber waste, then coconut leaves, fly ash, blast furnace slag, then granite, marble, and the polishing waste. So these are the some of the recycled material which can be recycled easily, reused easily, and can be transferred into the some other or molded materials. Okay, then finishing material, which are generally includes the paints, distempers, turpentine and all. Okay, so first, that is lime mortar. Then lime mortar means a plastering mortar. Okay, which generally includes the sand and the cement along with the water. Then cement mortar, then special mortars. Okay, in special mortars sometimes admixtures are added, like in waterproofing. Along with the mortar we are using the admixtures like a Dr. Fixit agent and all. Okay, then paints, distempers, varnishes, then cladding material like wall cladding or dado works. These are the some of the material which are in the finishing material and the enamels. Then artificial material, which includes the bricks. Okay, then tiles, cements, precast concrete, plywood, glass and the plastic. So these are the artificial material. Okay, these are not naturally made. These are made by addition of the some of the material. Okay, these are the man made, that's why it is called as artificial material. Then special types of material which are generally utilized for the special conditions. Okay, so which includes the waterproofing material, then termite proofing material, thermal insulating, sound insulating, fire insulating, then fibers, ferrocrete, then artificial timber, adhesives, epoxy, geosynthetic material and the ceramic material. So these are the special kind of materials. So in second and third or the onwards, we are going to learn in detail about the these types of the materials. Okay, which gives the brief idea about their qualities, about their properties, about their manufacturing process and all. Okay, then sources of material, basically the materials which are available naturally. Okay, their source is natural one. Okay, they are extracted from the soils or they are extracted from the trees and some of the other. Okay, so second, that is synthetic or the man made. Okay, so second source, that is a man made one. Okay, so the in this man made or the artificial construction materials, generally some of the other material which are added or mixed together to form a new product. Okay, just like a brick. In brick, the clay soils are added together. Okay, in industries, and some other materials are added like fly ash and all. Okay, or the husk, to make them well bonded, gives a good strength. Okay, then property like fire resistant, water resistant. So these are the materials added in the industries, that's why it is called as artificial one. But the product manufactured by using the natural materials one. Then uh, next, synthetic or the artificial materials are the man-made materials, okay, which includes the brick or the blocks, concrete, metal, glass, ceramic, plastic, foams, and cement composites. Okay, so brick and blocks, as I said, these are manufactured by mixing the clay, shale, or the soil, which is called as earth material. Okay, and in industry, it gives they are provided along with the molds. Okay, so that's why they are molded into the different shape and size. Then they are gone through the higher temperature. Okay, then along with the condensation and all, and then they will get the shapes. That's why it is called as artificial material. Then a concrete, as it is a mixture of cement, sand, aggregate, and the water along with the admixtures. Okay, so these are the artificial materials. Okay, which are manufactured by using the different addition or the composition of the different materials. That's why it is called as a synthetic or the artificial material. Then special materials, these are also the chemical admixtures or the chemical compounds, uh, which has been manufactured by addition of the different chemicals, different materials. Just like a waterproofing, as I said, this is a chemical. Okay, manufactured by addition of the different chemicals like aluminum trisilicate, then silicon dioxide. Okay, so then sodium aluminate and all. So these are the special types of material which are manufactured or by using addition of the different materials like epoxy or M-seal. These are the some of the advanced material, or these are the some of the special materials which are used for the different kind of activities which has been taken place during the construction. Okay, then finishing material, these are also the paints, then varnishes, then turpentine, all are the example of the finishing materials. Okay, and along with the plaster of Paris, then plastering materials, cladding materials, uh, linoleum. So these are the examples of the finishing materials. Recycled material, as I discussed earlier, that these materials can be easily recycled and reused, or we can manufacture different materials from this raw material. Okay, then factor affecting the selection of the construction material: first, loading; second, serviceability; then appearance, economy, and the environmental friendly. So first, that is a loading. This question asked many times in a question paper, that what are the different factors are affecting while selecting the construction material. So first, that is loading. As we discussed, that the material which we are going to utilize one should have or should bear some strength, or which can be withstand during the heavy loading. Okay, that kind of material can be utilized or can be beneficial for the construction work. Then second, serviceability. In serviceability, it should have ability to provide the good services during the useful age. So during the durability or throughout the durability of the material, it should withstand a good strength or load, and it should having a good age or the life cycle. So uh, in this case, I will provide one example, that if I'm using any brick or any steel, then it should have a good property, like it should withstand in heavy loading. Okay, during its life cycle, and it will provide the good age to the structure also. Then appearance and elegance are the property which are useful for the decorative purposes, it should have a good appearance, so no extra cost will be required. Then economy and the eco-friendly. So these are the important parameter, that the cost of the material should be low as compared to the cost of the construction. Okay, it should having a less repair and maintenance work. Okay, and it should also having a good environmental friendly properties. It should not damage the environment also. So that is all about the first chapter, in which we have gone through the overview of the different materials. Okay, and the different the criteria for the selection of the materials, and we are going through in a detail in next sessions. Okay, in next session we are going through the second chapter, in which we will observe the different properties of the natural material, how they are manufactured. Okay, what are the different criteria for their selection and all. Okay, so that is all about the today's session. Thank you.